Welcome to the Rooster and Rex show, everyone. This evening's episode is sponsored by the Nikita Khrushchev Rope Company. If you're looking to make a good deal as a capitalist, you can buy the very rope that you will hang yourself with. From the Nikita Khrushchev Rope Company.
Oh, indeed, welcome. I am Rooster.
And I am Rex, Soros Rex.
And I am Dallas.
Welcome.
Man from the future.
Man from the future.
Man with the boots.
Indeed.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining the Caffeine Nation. Oh, happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday to you.
I got a better one.
What?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
I don't know that one.
Death, destruction, and despair. People dying everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Happy
That's
birthday.
the jaunty number I like.
God damn it, I wanted to sing.
Go ahead and sing, man.
I know we already did the thing.
The moment has passed. He's
Oh,
correct.
I'm sorry.
He's correct.
Now don't worry, I'll do it off recording.
You know,
I stole Dallas's thunder.
wow.
Don't worry, I'll find ways to get it back.
Beans, fake beans. I know you'll get. Come out to the coast. We'll get together. Have
Put
a
the
few
Zippo
laughs.
away. Put the zip. Oh no, you just light it. Okay, I thought you were trying to light a fart on fire or something.
Blue Angels, baby. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Today is the Rooster's birthday. This is the day I was hatched 37 years ago.
Yeah, that was an experiment, a laboratory experiment.
It was indeed, and
I think it's
successful,
worked out.
unfortunately.
Well.
They couldn't harvest my stem cells because I continued to live.
That is always a problem when the test subject lives. It is not sacrificed, as they say in the scientific parlance. Sacrificed. If you're playing around with simians, you sacrifice them for science.
Jesus. As if there's an altar that they sit there. Oh, slip on his heart.
Anyone ask the monkeys about that?
Right.
A bunch of monkey business.
And today's stream is a birthday presidential bashing extravaganza. Oh my God.
Did you see the flags? Oh. Did you see the carpeting on the stairs? Did you see the big, well, there wasn't a big
The
crowd.
big spaces in between people?
Well, that's right, because there was limited seating.
Because of what?
Well, there's a spooky virus
Oh
going
my
on.
God. Oh my God, it's a flu. I have been attempting for the past 5 hours to watch the presidential inaugural
Don't do
speech, and you know, I'm halfway through it and I'm having to gargle hydrochloric acid to get the taste out of my mouth. I am first and foremost I mean, oh, it's so funny, the entire thing.
We're waiting for the real event, which is, because, I don't know, I don't want the Secret Service, I don't mean it this way, of course. It's a meme. Mm-hmm. That's a thing Richard Dawkins came up with, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all right. You remember how Jeffrey Epstein didn't kill himself?
Oh.
Yeah. Joe Biden didn't kill himself.
Well,
a little too soon. It's a too soon one.
Too soon moment.
But Kamala. So we're looking forward to this. It's basically this: 2 inaugurals, 1 cup.
Actually,
That was beautiful.
speaking of which, Rex and I have a bit of a Deadpool going. You said like 1 or 2 days after office.
Yeah.
I'm claiming like around 2, possibly 2.5 months. Any thoughts, Rooster?
I'm wagering about a year in, he's going to either develop dementia.
Of a sudden.
Yeah, the sudden kind, which,
Sudden dementia.
or sudden onset dementia, or, and this is one that actually kind of scares me,
Lingers.
because I honestly believe it's been done before. I pray to God I'm wrong. For myriad of reasons. I don't seriously wish death on anyone.
No.
That's just wrong, that's rude, that's mean, that's just very black-hearted.
Right.
That basically goes against all the good parts of the Bible.
Well, that's true. As opposed to the bad parts.
Right. Leviticus, you kill me. Anyway, only those that understand the law of the law. And
Ape
prophets.
shall not kill ape.
There could possibly be in the game plans, and like I said, I am not instigating, I'm not recommending an assassination attempt, and it gets blamed on, whether it was done or not, blamed on the far right that supported Trump.
But aren't composition fallacies the rage?
Oh, they are. But here's the problem. The composition fallacy could easily give rise to extreme authoritarian executive decisions by, in my personal opinion, the most prolific mass murderer in American history, Kamala Harris.
It's quite the statement here.
Well, think about it. While she was a prosecutor
Prosecutrix.
in a time of a 3 strikes rule legal system.
But she just
A guy gets busted 3 times with a dime bag of weed. He's got life in prison. Most of those guys, stoners, have a tendency to not be very
behind the 8 ball.
fight-worthy.
Behind the 8 ball. Oh, that too, right.
So they won't be able to defend themselves. How many people died who should have never been in prison to begin with
Yeah.
because of her decisions?
Right. Because they're the people that you're talking about. The most dangerous, the most at-risk demographic group for these people you're talking about would be like bags of Doritos.
Yeah.
So.
And they talk about that. Man, I'm getting ready to kill a whole box of cereal.
Serial killer. That's right.
But back to the serious note. It's...
Now wait. This is a girl from the bus. She's from the bus. She saw the group of people being racist as a child, and they asked her what did she want, and she said she wanted freedom, because she was plagiarizing Martin Luther King Jr., incorporating his story into her own narrative.
Yeah. But I'm serious. I have a friend on Facebook that I actually knew way back. We went to church together. Say that she was weeping because she was so proud of America for electing a female to the vice presidency. And I'm sitting there going, you are applauding. I'm sorry, I'm calling her what she is. One of the most prolific mass murderers. Why do I say mass murderer? People died directly in congruence to her actions.
Mass murder by carceral system. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what the tool is. You still killed.
Well, dead is dead.
Doesn't matter whether it's a hatchet or a legal code.
So, do I put it past the administration to make movements that put him in a position to be murdered? No, I don't put it past him.
I think that
and so that the Harris administration, which has been said how many times? It's now 4?
Everybody said it, yes.
4 different times on the news?
Or Biden says, well, the first serious moral disagreement I have between me and my vice president, Kamala, I'll just say I'm sick and resign. Man keeps his options open.
Oh, yeah.
I know, you know where Hunter was, of course, during all of this. He's at the Empress.
Crack.
He's smoking crack at the Empress Club, at the strip club. Where else would he celebrate that?
Well, I could think of a couple of other places, but
I
could easily get hit by...
Disneyland has got...
You were not far from where I was going to say Epcot Center, but...
Epcot Center, man. That's right. The scuzzy south side of town or whatever.
But I had to watch at least the inaugural speech.
You were compelled to watch the train wreck. The bent spectacle.
And mostly because, personally, I've never seen a live back alley abortion before. Have you?
Oh my goodness gracious! That was a big coat hanger. Did you see on the lawn there? They had a bunch of flags because you know the virus. So, but I figure that's where the Trump ballots went. They're right there. They converted them. They came up with a good use.
You know, I'm thinking about it. I got to be careful about calling it a back alley abortion.
Yeah, that's an insult to back alley abortions.
Well, it's not just be afraid. I'd be afraid.
Back alley abortion.
I'd be afraid Joe would request to sniff the fetus.
Oh,
you know.
God, this has gone. We've gone. This is your birthday though, but we run a class joint. A class joint. I'm telling you. But speaking of the abortion, that Kamala threw the guy. They raided his house in California on the basis that he was revealing secrets about the use of the body parts. Fetal body parts.
I missed that.
They sell them.
Well, of course
Planned
they
Parenthood, because it's like baby McNuggets.
They need to get the stem cells from someplace, even though the placenta holds more stem cells in it than the child does in its entire body.
But they're using them for cosmetics and things, research, etc. So cosmetics, but they're using in vaccine research and so on all of these body parts.
Yeah, and. I don't think abortion should be illegal. I honestly believe that is a decision between the adult having the abortion, their family, their doctor, and God. That is a decision they have to make for themselves.
It's a relationship.
I honestly believe that it should be illegal. They need to quit making it that a cottage industry. Period.
Oh, they get lots of subsidies from the government, of course.
For one.
Yeah.
Plus, how many hundreds of millions of dollars a year, billions of dollars a year selling off the parts? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it's disgusting. It's human trafficking. It's human trafficking at its most disgusting point. So, something I was noticing, though, about the inauguration, did you see how much Kamala just almost seemed like she was bouncing, just waiting for the chance?
Well, I think that's the question: is how eager are they to get her in? Now, the smart move would be to stretch Biden out as long as possible. That way, they get more
traction behind it, because he's going to continue to slip. He's going to continue to go downhill. I don't care how good of a treatment you have. Alzheimer's, all of these dementia type diseases are spongiform attacks on the brain. It's quite literally eating holes in your brain.
Spongiform encephalitis.
Yeah, which is what most prions turn into, is spongiform encephalitis. That's what Alzheimer's disease
protein goes
is.
bad.
Yep, the proteins go bad. They become semi...
Well, I think it might be part is the plaque. Generally, in the human body, plaque of any kind like that is a defense mechanism. So it's sort of covering over the irritated area.
Yep.
But because you're not going to stop doing the things that induced it in the first place, or it's gone too far, then that's your lot. But otherwise, you can reverse it, I think, in a lot of cases.
So I am actually glad I didn't personally see the...
What I noticed about the inauguration is they had the blue carpet over the stairs behind them. And it looked like somebody vacuumed with a Dyson. So it must have been a big fucking deal.
I'm glad I didn't see any of the inauguration or any of the speech until today, because yesterday was epic. Watching the very purposeful lack of meltdown from the left as Joe Biden literally took every campaign promise that he made and like any good script in Hollywood, set it on fire and threw it out the fucking window.
It's traditional.
But see, 18 executive orders, one of them being on his platform of immigration and granting amnesty. What did he sign?
11 million.
What did he sign? 8 years from now, they are granted amnesty. But he was talking, he was making it sound like the moment he was in office, he was going to sign an executive order.
It does depend on what you mean by amnesty, because yes, legally you can kick the can down the road, say such and such a date, there'll be amnesty. But meantime, as a matter of daily performance, the border, of course, is porous.
Yep, and that was exactly his plan. I'm sorry, anybody who wants to try and debate me on that, you can try, but...
Well, I don't think Biden has plans.
No.
Like,
his lackeys do.
What's next for Joe Biden? Death!
Literally, he's what, 78?
78, yes.
So, in 4 years, he's 82 years old.
I would say that he needs to go home, retire, and have fun with his kids, but I don't think his kids are that good.
Do that for his children.
Go bounce your grandbabies on your knee like it. Whoa, never mind. This went a little too far with that one, sorry.
There's that diary.
I stopped at the line.
There's the diary.
So, yeah, President Joe Biden.
Fraudy 6.
Quick, somebody wake him up and remind him.
He gets excited every time. He's like, whoa, what?
I'm president?
Oh.
Give me a pen.
I gotta talk to Hunter. He's the smartest guy I know. What do I do, Hunter? Please tell me. I gotta... What? Corn Pop.
He's a bad dude.
He was a bad dude.
I think that Corn Pop was a good dude.
Man, oh man.
He settled down.
So, being that Joe has...
Cognitive impairment,
and having that cognitive impairment, apparently forgot all of his campaign promises.
That's the best way.
Because that automatically, right there, quite literally, nixing every promise you made.
Oh, I don't know about every, because he's still got the dark winter, and I think promises are being made and they're being kept.
That scares me. But Donald Trump, love him, hate him, he fulfilled 2 of his 3. He only made 3 campaign promises. He fulfilled 2 of them. Lowered taxes for the middle class and built
a wall.
Got
part
funding
of the wall, yeah.
Got funding for part of the wall. That's 2 campaign promises. That's a successful presidency.
Considering especially what he's up against.
Yeah. Despite everything. And God, how much of a Chad can you be?
Oh, no, let's
Being
not talk
impeached twice.
Let's not talk about Lindsey Graham.
Being impeached twice.
That's so
and
cool.
still remaining president.
Those are 2 notches.
Oh,
in his belt.
Yeah. Suckers, you couldn't get me out with a third one.
Bill Clinton must be sitting somewhere going like,
where did I go wrong? You lied, you dipshit. When?
I don't know. I married Hillary. That's when it all went south. I had it all. I had every bride I wanted.
And personally, for me, you remember Monica Lewinsky.
Well,
how
I know
could
about
we-
that.
how could I forget?
How beautiful was she at the time
Very
compared to?
Well.
Oh my God! I'm
She's a very
sorry.
cute girl.
Yeah. If he hadn't lied about it, if he said, "Yeah, what you going to do about it?"
I don't know.
Everybody would have went.
Yeah.
Well, hell, I think I would too.
Wow. But look, isn't every man entitled to ruin the life of at least a dozen or so girls? I mean, over the course, how many? What? I get a buy? I get a pass? Just use them up and then spit the rest out like a candy wrapper
Yeah.
and go on.
Yeah. I just.
Feminists, they rallied to the cause, though. I remember all of the stalwart feminists, they said, "No, Mr. President, you're too far. You cannot have a dalliance with your subordinate. There's a power imbalance." Wait, oh, no, that was a different universe.
Yeah, I remember most of the feminists actually going after Monica.
That's right. They went along with Hillary's smear campaign.
Yep. And I've actually seen interviews, and Monica's got a TED Talk, and it's heart-wrenching. Her whole life was ruined because of that smear campaign.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that he was caught red-handed in a freaking lie after swearing an oath to Congress to tell the truth.
Well, it's masters at blaming the victim.
Yeah. What's your stance now, feminists?
Oh, now I think that some of them have mumbled something about, well, maybe that was a naughty thing. But in retrospect, you can be perfect.
Yeah. 2020. Hindsight's 2020. Sorry, you're looking through opaque glasses.
I wouldn't want to be the
Those
guy.
opaque glasses are rosy red as well. I should
Well,
say.
he's rocking those aviators.
Yeah, big time. No, don't make fun of aviators. Razor wears those.
I don't care who. He can't uncoolify aviators.
You can't.
I know he's trying.
Oh no.
Me?
No, Joey B,
Oh.
Joey B, which is his rap name. I
okay.
totally respect that
Oh,
because
okay.
I saw the interview with the hard-hitting journalist there of WAP fame. And, what's her name? Cardi B.
Oh.
Yeah, she's gonna be like Connie Chung, I think.
All this talk about WAP better be about worship and praise.
You know, I think something we do need to talk about is the whole. There's a lot of people.
Are they gonna save the Marvel guys? Or are those superheroes all dead? That's something we should
Are you
talk
talking about like the new Warriors?
Everybody's
or something?
copying J.J. Abrams murdering off their characters, and I just wonder what's going on.
Yeah, right.
Why J.J. Abrams of all people as well? Because as far as I'm concerned, he's kind of a shitty sci-fi director.
Yeah.
Thank you, someone who agrees with me.
Well, I've seen his work compared to a lot of other people. He is just a piece of shit with just fancy graphics.
He's the nadir of storytelling.
Yep.
And I do mean a piece of shit with fancy graphics.
Oh, but CGI, you don't need a story.
Oh yeah. Look at the graphics. Poor story, poor dialogue, very bad characters. But the CGI is awesome.
Yeah, and I like stories that have immorals.
Except for the fact that they look like they're wrapped in saran wrap and spunk.
Whoa.
Hey, I would go for like a no CGI friggin' TV show of The Black Company, which I think would have made a better TV show than Game of Thrones. And any of you who do not know what The Black Company is, I suggest looking up and getting one of those books. It's by an author by the name of Glenn Cook. I have read 2 of the books so far, and good gracious, they are awesome.
Glenn Close.
Glenn Cook.
Let's not talk
Watch
about
out!
that.
Watch your bunnies. Watch your pet bunnies.
Yeah.
No, don't worry, I already got a cat here, so.
Oh, definitely keep an eye on that one.
Nah, she's alright.
There's a lot of people right now, and I'm talking to every one of you that I'm seeing on live streams with the Razor, comment sections and Sticks, Hex, and Hammers.
Abandon all hope, ye who enter here.
You know, it's very much a full-blown, well, we lost, all is lost, no point in voting next time, etc., and all of these things. And I'm sitting there going,
You black-pilled idiots.
no, not idiots. I actually feel sorry for them because for one,
Fools.
a lot of these people literally put all of their hope into this election instead of putting hope into their
Always
own
a
lives,
mistake.
which is always a mistake. Please don't black pill. Okay, we don't need black pills hanging in red ropes. We just don't need it.
I would like to apologize for calling a significant portion of people idiots.
Yeah. Well, we have to be careful. You know?
Yeah.
I saw a flag said, fuck Biden and fuck you if you voted for him. I'm like, that's not going to help anything.
No, it
Why
doesn't.
are you doing that?
It's like the Capitol, oh yeah, let's call it a riot.
It was a bad riot.
It's a very failed riot.
We've had
apparently.
a year of good riots leading up to the bad riot.
Yeah,
It's
which
good.
is kind of sad.
Collective
that,
violence and collective guilt.
Yeah.
These are wonderful things. You can take societies and just shred them
Yep.
with these things very easily.
I mean, look at Rome. During the actual fall of the city of Rome, when the Vandals, I believe it was, sacked Rome.
Alaric.
Yep.
Now,
That's where we get the term vandalize.
yes, or the sacking of Rome. Yeah.
And the sacking of Rome.
No, it wasn't intended to be a sacking of Rome because all up to that time, with the exception of some Carthaginian yahoos, everybody, all these barbarians wanted to join Rome.
Uh-huh.
They weren't in opposition. They wanted a piece of the action. And Alaric comes into town and he sees it's just like a ripe fruit falls into his hands. Of course he sacks it.
Yeah. But here's something that's not talked about. When they were going in and they were actually starting the actual, pillaging and burning and stuff, the mob joined.
Yes, or as they called it, the fun stuff.
The mob joined in. Now, to be fair, the Roman emperor of the time was not exactly the best.
Do you recall his name?
Honorius.
The mob joined and rioted, and quite literally, the Vandals just did cleanup work by the end. They were just like, well, that's
Salvage
burned down.
operation.
Ooh,
Oh,
gold.
hey, look at
Melted,
this.
but it's gold.
Good stuff.
And that's what political violence is. You destroy everything that has been built. You guys who started shit at the Capitol, I don't know who it was, if it was Antifa tied in with
It's
it,
a
or if
mixed bag.
it was a bunch of very discontented individuals.
Mixed bag of nuts.
But you've quite literally given ammo to the opposition.
25,000 National Guardsmen. Boom.
Yep, in a heartbeat. And Joe Biden, we need to vet these National Guardsmen. Why?
Making a list. Checking it twice.
Why do we need to vet them? Because if they opposed me at all, I'm afraid that they could start something with. And it's like, you do realize they've taken. It doesn't matter their political standing. They have taken an oath to uphold the Constitution against all enemies, both foreign and domestic. You haven't really violated the Constitution in such a way to warrant military action yet.
They have an amazing felicity for insulting everybody while still using them.
Yep.
The National Guard, yes, protect us, National Guardsmen. Wait.
Except you.
Except you might be a Trump person and you're white, according to this guy on CNN. So that's a problem for some reason. So, hey, we got to vet them. They could attack.
That's
So,
paranoia, and yes, paranoia
it's also
is a major sign of dementia, like unwarranted, unneeded paranoia.
in conjunction with the political scene. It's generally a confession by accusation.
Yep.
So it's like, what would I do? That's what I'm expecting.
Yep.
So you're paranoid, and Nero can have mirrored, polished surfaces. Turns out the biggest threat to Nero was Nero.
Yep. Greatest enemy is yourself, always.
Well, usually.
But to all those that have black-pilled, and I'm putting that in big quotes because me personally, I can't swallow the black pill. I'm not 4'2" and wear a yarmulke.
Yeah, but you see, but it's all hope is lost because it's going to have the Senate. We're going to have 57 states, and then you're going to.
But see that he's not wrong there.
No.
Razor even talked about that. Where does it stop? Stacking the Supreme Court, taking them away.
Apparently, you can stack everything you'd like. You can stack the Supreme Court. You can stack statehood in a certain direction politically.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing you cannot do is have two presidents.
That would take an act of Congress. Massively.
No, Yes, avenues open to them to make American Samoa, etc. states. What's that island they stole off the coast of India?
Oh yeah.
They can make these places states, but they give them what? American Samoa gets one.
Yeah,
electoral
one electoral vote. Do believe it's 2 representatives per state and one for every.
But the main importance would be the Electoral College, because they want to, in lieu of abolishing it outright, they want to just rig it.
Yeah.
So that to give themselves the votes by appointing, of course, these are like banana republics. For example, Puerto Rico, rich port. Well, nowadays it's not. It's welfare state.
Unfortunately,
People,
due to our interference, by the way.
Yes, there are TV shows, popular nightly TV shows about how to get money from the government, and just people just have given up any kind of initiative.
That's true blackpilling.
Mm-hmm.
That's true nihilism. They've gotten to the point where there's no point in trying to rise, no point in trying to improve, because it's going to fail anyway. And that, I hate that. I hate that so much. I have come from rock bottom. I have come from the worst places you can imagine. You know,
Poughkeepsie?
No, when I'm talking about the worst places where you see people take soap on a rope to the head, where you see one man walk in, everybody else walks out. And I earned my respect in there, and I moved forward with my life. I started out with nothing. I now have been with the same woman for 10 years. Going to celebrate our, 8th wedding anniversary this June.
Congratulations.
This February will be 10 years that I have shared this woman's house.
And she just got you a nice hat?
Oh, God, I love that hat. Oh. Unfortunately, I forgot it at work.
Uh-oh.
Indeed. Ticked me off when I realized it. There is always a way forward. There is always a solution to the problem. The solution here is watch, wait, archive everything. Get it down so that when the time comes and everybody wants to say whoever is president at the end of these 4 years, you can do a massive information dump that the media cannot hold back. They want to plug the dam that allowed Donald Trump to become president, the cracks in the dam that allowed Donald Trump to be president. Well, start archiving everything and do such a massive information dump that it doesn't just crack the dam, it blows it wide the hell open. But do so in a peaceful. Our Constitution does not allow for violent uprising unless the government actually physically attacks first. They did not attack first in Washington at the Capitol building. And so there was literally no reason. You have the right to peacefully bring your grievances before your government. Now, whether they listen or not is up to them.
Well, expect them not to these days.
And expect them not to, because they're career politicians. You got 2 years. Watch them. And then primary every one of their asses out of office. That simple. If you vote Republican, and the Republican that is in office isn't doing anything that you like, vote for his opponent.
Which they probably won't be.
Yeah, vote for his opponent, a brand new upstart guy, Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter, just to get him out of office. And if you all do that at once, I promise you, it's going to be this simple. The new incoming guys, at least for the first 10 years, will look back to the mass firing of Congress and go, I don't want that to happen to me. It's really that simple.
Right, and so they're pretty limited in the political arena unless you want to get directly involved.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're basically just voting and then engaging in advocacy, meaning, well, I like this guy, vote for this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Or I like this position, do that. Now, short of dedicating your life, which I don't recommend,
No.
to the political arena because you've seen what happens to people basically in societies that are going south. It's the least unvirtuous.
How are we sounding?
I don't know. That's the problem.
Oh, are we even recording?
Check 1, 2.
We shall be right back.
Okay.
God damn it! I wanted to sing.
You was my brother, Charlie. You should have looked out for me a little bit. You should have taken care of me just a little bit so I wouldn't have to take them dives for the short end money.
Well, I had some bets down for you. You saw some money.
You don't understand. I could have had class. I could have been a contender. I could have been somebody. Instead of a bum, which is what I am. Let's face it. It was you, Charlie.